Auntie, what is this?
Oh, this is my masala dabbas.
What's a masala daba?
Oh, this is all spices. Every day we use this one. That's why.
It's so beautiful and colored.
color.
Which one is your favorite?
My favorite is this garam masala and this one.
Oh,
Because they're both spicy.
so which one is more spicy?
This one, garam masala, is more spicy.
I'm Sean C., and in this show, we celebrate diverse food and culture. Sometimes I wonder how my life would be different if I immigrated to Canada rather than being born here. Would I have other friends or interests? Maybe a Chinese accent? How would this impact what I am today or the opportunities I've had? My identity is shaped heavily by my place of birth, and I have no control over that. None of us do. That's why I'm intrigued by how immigrants integrate to our culture. Each journey is unique, but they're all part of that common Canadian experience.
Hi, Hansa auntie. Good to see you. Piyush, good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Come on in.
Thank you.
My name is Piyush Patel, and I've been living in Canada for the last 15 years.
My name is Hansa. I live with my husband. I have 3 kids and 5 grandchildren.
So I grew up in Bombay, but every summer for my school vacation, we would go back to my village in Gujarat.
When you live in India, I have 3 kids and they're going medium English school. And there is expensive, I can't save any money. That's why I said, let's go here. First my daughter coming and she said, Mom, here is nice. You have no worry about. Right now I have a car, house, and my kids, everybody have a job and they have their own house, own family and everything.
I was 14 when we moved to Edmonton. We came here in the middle of winter.
And I see the ice. I say, oh my God, I don't want to stay here.
The weather and the fact that I had to start high school, those were the 2 biggest challenges for me. I had to learn very quickly about how the way people talk and the way people behave, the way people dress. So I would actually come home, I would sit in front of a mirror and I would actually practice my V's and W's, because I'm like, if I perfect that, then maybe people can't tell that I'm from India. Indian food, to me, it's very communal. It's to be enjoyed with, it's either your family or friends.
Yesterday my grandchildren's birthday and we go there. My daughter first say, Mom, just pizza because everybody working. But my daughter say, no, people not is only pizza. And she make Indian food like pakoda and tandoori chicken and we happy our Indian food
Nothing hits the spot quite like Indian food, I guess.
Piyush can cook Canadian food, not Indian food, because our culture, men not cook, only ladies cook.
So I want to learn my mom's chicken biryani is because I strongly believe that her biryani is the best. I would be pretty happy to kind of master at least that one favorite recipe of my mom's. So we're outside Bombay Spices in Little India, and we're gonna go inside and pick up some ingredients for my mom's chicken biryani.
Great.
Chalo.
Chalo. So we're here in the spice aisle. I see so many spices. It smells really, really good here. Auntie, what kind of spices do we need for a biryani?
We need taj, lavang, elchi, curry leaves, chakri fools, elchi, big elcha, garlic, ginger, garam masala.
Wow, that's a lot of spices.
You can also use this. This is the Hyderabadi biryani masala.
Okay.
So this has all of the spices that my mom just talked about. So this makes life a lot easier.
So Auntie, what else do we need?
Rice, onion, potato, ghee, and yogurt.
There's so many types of rice. I have no idea what to choose. So what do you guys prefer?
We usually use regular rice every day, but when you make a biryani, so we use elephant basmati rice.
Yeah, the thing about the basmati rice is it's very long grained and it's very fragrant and flavorful. So for biryani and when we have guests over, we will usually cook basmati rice.
Right.
But then when we eat rice every day, we usually go with the short grain regular rice.
Cool. So we're here in the kitchen and we're ready to make chicken biryani. You excited?
I'm very excited.
Auntie, what do we have here? What are the ingredients we're using?
Rice, chicken, yogurt, biryani masala paste, vegetable oil, ghee, onion, potato, and masalas. So this all garlic, ginger, and this we saw all masala. In a small bowl, combine biryani paste and the yogurt to make a mayonnaise. Add the mayonnaise to the chicken and stir well.
We gotta use our hands, right? So let me just go for it right here. When I'm mixing it together, do I have to press the sauce inside the meat?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because that's where sauce going inside and tastes good.
Flavorful.
Yeah.
Flavorful.
So how long should I do this for?
For just 5-10 minutes.
Any tips? Should I do anything? Any like way that I should do it? Should I be like
It's
the
okay,
roll and
doesn't
pinch,
matter.
or the
Yeah, like that. Like
fingers?
That. Yeah, that's where-
this is good.
Yeah, this is good.
The swirling of the fingers, like
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay. There you go. Getting, yeah, there you go.
I kind of into this stuff.
Are you getting jealous that I get to do
Yeah,
this?
it's very like relaxing.
Okay, cool. Well, why don't we let Piyush do a little more because looks like he's getting a little marinade jealous.
Marinate for at least 1 hour. Wash the basmati rice twice. Add 5 cup hot water, 3 tablespoons of ghee and spices. Bring the pot to boil, then reduce the heat to medium-low. Cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Add 3 tablespoons of ghee, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and spices to a large pan on the medium-high heat. Then add the chicken. Cook on medium heat for 15 minutes. Then add potato and cook for another 15 minutes. Preheat a new pan to high, add vegetable oil and onion. Cook until golden brown.
So in terms of like my dad and like his generation, there is a tendency to think that men don't belong in the kitchen and it's more of a woman's job. But I disagree with that. I try to help my mom as much as I can. I do the prep, like I cut all my vegetables, and then my mom kind of takes over. So it's a little bit of a collaboration. And in the process, I'm learning here and there. Like, I just observe. Because a lot of Indian recipes don't have measurements. You judge, like, how much chili powder you're going to use. So you just learn by watching.
Preheat oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. In the baking pan, use half the rice to cover the bottom of the dish. Then layer the onion over the rice. Layer the chicken over the onions. Then top off with the rest of rice. Cover with tin foil and bake for 13 minutes. Remove from oven and rest for 5 to 10 minutes.
Auntie, we're almost there.
Remove the tin foil and stir before serving. ચાલો જમવાનું રેડી છે. barabar khajo.
This smells amazing.
I know, I can't wait to dig in.
So usually we eat it with yogurt.
If someone finds the biryani too spicy, yogurt kind of like balances things out a little bit.
Nice.
So it's optional.
Where are utensils?
So we're gonna actually eat this with our hands. Like, you know, you have the smell, you're looking at it, it looks great. And then when you eat it with your hands, you have the sense of touch is also involved. So I feel that it enhances the flavor of the biryani itself. So I'm gonna dig in with my hands.
Okay.
How do you feel about
Let's
that?
do it.
Like you make a small morsel, and then you squish it so it becomes a small bite, and then you grab it, and then you
And you just go for it.
eat it.
Yeah. Nice. And usually only the right hand, right?
This one is God hand. So,
Oh, it's the God's hand.
yeah.
Ah, it's
That's
like
why
the feeding hand.
Feeding hand.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's so delicious. I actually got some of the bottom of the rice.
Yeah.
Where it's sticking to the pan.
So it's a little crispy.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So Auntie, what do you think? Did we do a good job?
Yeah, good job.
How do you say this is so delicious in Gujarat? Gujarati.
Yeah.
Oh, saras thayu છે.
Bo staru stayuche.
Yeah.
With this dish, is there other types of meat or other types of things that you can put inside?
Yeah, you can put meat, goat meat, lamb meat, shrimp.
Oh, shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, shrimp biryani. You're a master eater. Look at how quickly you're finished.
I know. What can I say? I love
It's
love
that
biryani.
good, right?
Yeah.
So you want some seconds?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab some more.
You want some seconds? Please.
This one right here is when we first came to Canada. My uncle took us all to Victoria.
Oh, and that's you right there.
Yeah, and that's me right
Wow.
there. That's in the botanical
And
gardens.
this is a me.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's you, Auntie. So how about this one? Where's this photo from?
That goes back to grade 8. These are
Yeah,
all my
yeah.
classmates.
Cool.
And he missed this friend too, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do you
many
remember
friends.
who?
Oh, I could name every single one of these.
Oh, who's this handsome guy?
So that's my graduation pictures from high school. A few years after that, for some reason in my mind, I always thought like I had to choose between being Canadian or being Indian. I always used to imagine a spectrum and like being Canadian on the right hand side and being Indian on the left hand side. For me, I had to pick sides, and that's what I was struggling with the most. I realized that no, I can actually be somewhere on that spectrum, and I get the best of both worlds.
Auntie, do you remember? Did it feel like it was very difficult for Piyush in Canada?
Yeah.
How did you know that it was hard for him?
Because when you come from school, he not happy. I said, what going on, Piyush? Oh, mom, so cold, and I have to take bus, and like that. I have no friend there.
Did you see any changes after school? Getting to learn Canada a bit more. Do you think something really helped him?
Yeah, I help lots. Let's go make a friend. I work too. I make a friend. I don't speak very well English, but I talk lots. Some new people see. I say, hey, what's your name? Where do you live? Like, you have to talk like that.
Me and my mom had like a very close relationship. Like I would tell her most of my issues,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I always went to her
Yeah.
for kind of like support. So
That's great.
she did help me as much as she could. So this is an award that I won at CJSR, which is
Yeah.
a community radio station here. You can listen to all sorts of music. We have music in different languages, news programming. So CJSR was an avenue through which I could kind of share my love for Bollywood music and indie rock and electronic music. It really helped me kind of express my dual identities as it were. I read a lot of books by authors who write about like the immigrant experience
Sure.
and the diaspora. Salman Rushdie wrote this essay called Imaginary Homelands, and there's this one quote that kind of really resonates with me. Our physical alienation from India almost inevitably means that we will not be capable of reclaiming precisely the thing that was lost, that we will, in short, create fictions, not actual cities or villages, but invisible ones, imaginary homelands, Indias of the mind. It just speaks to my experience so well because every time I think of India, I'm creating new memories because I don't remember exactly what happened because I was young. You know, memories change.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of my favorite quotes.
This experience today gives me a new appreciation for what my parents had to go through when they moved to Canada. But age also plays a key factor with new immigrants, just like Piyush. Being a teenager is rough. So moving to another country, learning a new language, adapting to a new culture and climate, it all adds to a whole new set of challenges. I hope that Piyush's story can offer insight and hope for others. One thing I learned is how family and food can get us through tough times.
One of my fondest memories related to biryani is that when I was living in Bombay, we were living with my aunt, so there was like 15 of us in a house. So instead of going out to a restaurant to eat, we would order food in. So we would just call up the restaurant and be like, hey, we need biryani for 15 people. So they know exactly how much to make, and they will send someone with this big pot of biryani to our house, and we had dining table, but we didn't have dining table enough for 15 people. So we would sit on the floor, and I can still remember we would put like the big pot right in the middle. One of the family members will be serving everyone, and we would be just sitting around this big pot of biryani, and the biryani was delicious. And it was like we would only do it once in a while. So it was like this big event, like it was a big deal.